a lot. I lost my job. I got
Sir?
35 stitches in my arm. You
Excuse
know,
me.
I'm going through physical therapy.
Sir?
I'm
Yesterday or
using.
today? Which day? Which
I'm
day did you
currently,
use it? Yesterday?
I'm currently
Yesterday or today?
using. I'm trying to tell you, I'm currently using, currently smoking.
Today's courtroom is packed with tension as Curtis Carson faces serious probation violations. He's already on probation for impaired driving, but now the court reveals positive tests for alcohol and marijuana and missed drug screenings. Right away, we're seeing a man caught between his legal obligations and personal struggles. He claims confusion, stress, and even injury, yet the court is unsparing. Questions mount fast. Did Curtis truly not understand the rules, or is he trying to dodge accountability? And with jail time on the table, every word, every admission matters. Stay tuned, because what unfolds in the next few minutes is as emotionally raw as it is legally consequential.
In the matter of Curtis Carson, 23508.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Hearing behalf of my client, this time consent to the matter being heard via Zoom.
Thank you. Mr. Carson, your name, please.
Curtis Carson.
All right. Today is the date scheduled for a jail review and probation violation. And Mr. Carson is currently on probation for operating while visibly impaired. And Mr. Carson was sentenced July 24th to 45 days jail and probation. And there was a jail review set for October 2nd. And then it's alleged he failed to appear for, he tested positive for alcohol and marijuana on July 25th. And also he failed to appear for testing on August 8th. And so that is where the probation violation is coming in. And because it's up for probation violation hearing today, the jail review was moved forward as he has two pending violations. And so, counsel, what's happening today?
Your Honor, I had an opportunity to review my client's rights to a hearing in which he understands that he can come in front of the court and allege that these violations are not accurate. That being said, that won't be necessary. He's prepared to admit responsibility to the violations. I'd ask for an opportunity to allocute on his behalf.
Carson, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony you have to give this man to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay. And you heard the allegations for probation from your attorney, correct?
Yes.
And as to the allegations that you tested positive for alcohol and marijuana on July 25th and failed to appear for drug testing August 8th, how do you plead?
I don't understand how I dropped dirty for any alcohol.
Mr. Carson, I explained to you that you can go back several days, and that
I'm still unsure of how that became though.
Well, Mr. Carson,
I told you what I told you what I admitted to, but the drinking I don't understand. I don't know if it's some Listerine or something, because I don't, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing that I can think of.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this matter for an in-person hearing. Set this for an in-person hearing on August 29th.
Okay, and I was in the accident. Did he tell you about the accident?
No, we didn't get that far yet.
Okay.
We'll do August 29th. Actually, we'll do 11 a.m. because I'm presuming we're going to have the lab and the testing center present. And so.
That's being said, Judge, and that's fine since I'm still, I'm not the MITC that day, but I'm sure one of the other will handle it if that's the case.
Yes. All right. Sir, if you're tested today, what's in your system?
Honestly, I told my attorney, this is what I mean, not my attorney, what's his name that we on the that we're on the Zoom with. I told him that
What's his name? Excuse me, sir. What's his name is Christopher Shemke, and he is your
Christopher,
attorney.
okay, Mr. Christopher, the attorney, I just explained to him that first of all, I didn't even know that I could do jail or that I was going to jail or probation until the day that I got sentenced. I didn't even know that that jail or probation was possible. Number two,
Hold on, sir. Number one, stop, please. Number one is that you had a retained attorney. Both the
he never had told me
substance
until the day of
excuse
sentencing.
me, please, excuse me. The substance abuse report and screening was emailed to you and your attorney back in June. Then the court initially held this matter June 21st. We adjourned it to July 17th. You failed to appear that day, and we set it for July 24th, as you had contacted, or your attorney had contacted the court.
Yeah, yes.
So, sir, prior to going on the record, you had a conversation with your attorney, Mr. Hall.
Yes.
Yes. So that was based upon the report and recommendation that was mailed out early June.
Yes, which he never said anything to me about jail or probation.
Sir, I will indicate as well that the June 21st date didn't occur. We adjourned it to July 17th, specifically for you to get your affairs in order in the case that this court would sentence you to jail. So don't tell me you were unaware of that, because that was specifically the reason why this court adjourned it to July. And then you failed to appear.
I was running late, and as soon as I got here, I went to that little window because they said that they sent out a bench warrant, and then they cleared it up right then and there. And then when I got back to court on July that date, he told me while we was sitting out there in that table right outside the court that okay, they're recommending jail. I said, what? This whole time
Hold on,
I didn't
sir, that also occurred in June, because that was a specific reason that I granted your attorney's request to adjourn it to July 17th. So please don't try to tell me that you did not know that until now. So my question still remains. My question remains. If you were to test today, what's in your system?
I didn't know that I couldn't smoke weed.
I
was on parole. I did 12 months of parole. I did 12 months of parole, and I never got dropped for weed. They took it off the panel.
Sir, am I the judge that was presiding over your case that you were on parole for?
Excuse me?
Am I the judge that presided over your case that you're currently on, that you were on parole for, when you're claiming you didn't have any problem smoking weed? Am I that judge?
No, but I just thought that was the law because they changed the law. They took it off the panel.
Sir, alcohol is also legal. And that's also something that you're not allowed to consume when you're on probation. And I was very clear, very clear at your arraignment on April 4th. You're not allowed to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. Then I said it again on May 2nd, when you were here for your pretrial. Bond and conditions are continued. Again, May 16th, bond and conditions are continued. And I'm certain that I asked you each of those dates what would be detected in your system. And you're not allowed to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. I also, on July 24th, when I sentenced you, for sure indicated that, because that was a condition of your probation, which you received a copy of your written instructions, your written probation conditions. Did you not?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't tell me that you did not know you were not allowed to smoke weed. Don't tell me that.
I mean, misdemeanor. All right.
So when did you use it? Yesterday or today?
I mean, I've been going through. I've been going through.
Here's where the courtroom tension explodes. Curtis tries to justify his probation violations, citing a recent accident, physical injuries, job loss, and mental stress. On one hand, it's a sympathetic picture: 35 stitches, physical therapy, and emotional strain. On the other, the law doesn't bend for personal hardship. The judge is clear: stress and depression are not legal excuses to consume prohibited substances. This is a classic clash of human experience versus legal accountability. Audiences, ask yourselves, would you handle it differently? How should the court weigh personal circumstances against clear-cut probation rules? Curtis's admissions are a double-edged sword. They humanize him, but simultaneously solidify the violations. This moment captures exactly why courtroom drama resonates so deeply. Raw emotion meets cold, unyielding law.
I lost my job. I got
Sir?
35 stitches in my arm. You
Excuse
know,
me,
I'm going through physical therapy.
Sir?
I'm
Yesterday or
using it.
today? Which day? Which
I'm
day did you
currently-
use it? Yesterday?
I'm currently
Yesterday.
using. I'm trying to tell you, I'm currently using. Currently smoking.
So right now, while you're in court,
No,
You have-
not like right now. I mean, like I've been smoking because I've been stressed out.
sir, stressed out, I don't believe is a legitimate medical reason.
How you don't believe? I
for
just lost
marijuana.
my job. I lost my job. I'm looking at jail. I just look at my arm. I got 35 stitches in my arm. I had to recover from that. I'm 100 pounds heavier than I was when I got on the truck. So just moving around doing regular work, I gotta go through physical therapy. I'm going through a lot right now. This all just hit the fan.
Sir, you may be going through a lot, but this court's order is its order. And you
I hear
chose
you.
to ignore that.
I did not choose to ignore it. I'm just mentally going through a situation. I was depressed, and I don't know. That's the only way I knew how to handle it.
Sir, being depressed, having a lot going on, going through a lot, that is not a reason to violate this court order and just go ahead and smoke marijuana because you want to do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
When's the last time you were tested, sir?
That very first time I went to go to report. I haven't been since then because I've been recovering from the accident.
When was your accident?
My accident was actually right before sentencing. I was in the court with a sweatshirt on, if you don't realize, because I was covering up my wounds because I didn't want to look all dramatic in there.
Okay, and sir, what's the nature of your injuries from the accident?
Look, 35 stitches. I got a puncture in my elbow that took forever to recover that I had to be really careful with because it was almost getting infected. I landed on my left elbow, so my whole collarbone and shoulder area and my rotator cuff is still bruised. Like
Okay.
I can't do a push-up if I wanted to.
Sir, how does that affect you showing up for testing?
For test, because I was just first I had to sit for a long time. For the first 2 weeks, I had to sit down, laying down with my arm above my heart. It was just a dramatic experience. I was on pain medication, and just everything, losing my job, getting injured, facing jail. I just was in the bed. I didn't move. I just didn't move for the first few weeks after that.
Okay, and so that's been a couple months. So tell me why it is that you need to be excused from testing.
It's been about a month. It's been about a month. It's been probably a solid month.
From your
the
July
accident.
sentencing, not your first date of sentencing. Okay.
No. Yeah.
So Okay,
Excuse me?
that was a lot. That's, okay, I can understand. You had a traumatic experience in a car accident, or, no, I'm sorry, in your accident.
Yes, in the semi.
Okay. So I'm not hearing why you cannot appear for testing.
I just didn't go because I was because of the condition I was in. I just didn't go mentally and physically. I just didn't go. I mean, I'm telling you the honest truth. It took a while for everything to really just soak in.
And so you're not working.
No, he had a job for me in the warehouse, but now that the trucking thing is going slow, he don't even really need loaders anymore. So I got to find something else to do. But I did pay $400 on the toward the probation.
Okay, and you also paid money for marijuana at some point, right?
No,
It's amazing how many people get their marijuana or any other drugs for free when. Anyway, sir, I'm going to indicate the following. $5,000 personal bond on this matter. You are to participate in testing today.
okay.
Zero
Test.
excuses as to not going to test.
So go test and then what?
And then you're in person in this courtroom on Tuesday, 1 week from tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Okay.
for an in-person hearing on your jail review and your probation violation.
All right.
Please email into Ms. Shaw and she'll give you the information regarding your testing.
Okay.
Email in by 10:40. Thank you.
In the end, Curtis Carson's case underscores a key principle of the justice system. Probation is a privilege with strict obligations. Despite personal struggles, missed tests and positive substance screenings cannot be ignored. The judge imposes a $5,000 personal bond, mandates immediate drug testing, and schedules a follow-up hearing to ensure compliance. This serves as a stark reminder. Courts balance empathy with enforcement, and even understandable hardships do not absolve legal responsibility. For viewers, it's a cautionary tale about accountability, consequences, and the high stakes of probation. If you found this courtroom exchange as intense and revealing as we did, make sure to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe, because real-life legal drama like this deserves your full attention.